lovely people. Hello, my wonderful viewers. I'm Precious Chidebere. I'm here again to present to my lovely viewers a topic which I captioned, Should I Forgive My Spouse? Before I go on with this, my teaching today, I just want to thank all my lovely viewers for your viewing and people that have been subscribing and commenting. In case you haven't done so, I also implore that you hit the red button and subscribe so that whenever I upload new video, you will be notified. Thank you and God bless you. So today I am going to talk about marriage. We are in a world that offenses or wrongdoing can never be avoided. Well, yes, talking about marriage, I am talking about how couple can stay in marriage and offenses can never be avoided. And we live in a world that when people are being offended or when people are being wronged, one thing comes to mind. And what is that? The point is this: should I forgive? Yes, we have to. Why? We have to forgive because Bible has categorically told us that we have to forgive our offenders as many as possible. Now today, I just want to tell my viewers, because I am talking particularly today about marriage, that is spouse. Whenever you are living with your husband, whenever you are living with your wife, the tendency of a wife offending the husband is not far-fetched. And the tendency of a wife offending the husband is also there. Now, the point is this. Let's assume I am a married woman. I'm using myself as an instance. I'm living with my husband, and sometimes we misunderstand ourselves. That is basic. It cannot be avoided in any marriage. Every marriage, whether it's a Christian marriage or whether it's unbelieving marriage, the tendency of couple offending each other is there. But the point is, when I offend my husband, or when my husband offends me, or when any other spouse offends each other, what should you do? Do you keep bearing grudges? Do you keep having rancor within your heart because you felt he has wronged you, and maybe he is the type that finds it so not easy to forgive, or not easy to say, okay, I'm sorry, because I know there are people that find it so difficult to say I'm sorry when they offended people. Now, the Bible is telling you and I, you have to forgive. Remember, I said, my topic said, should I forgive my spouse? It's a question. Now, the answer is yes, you have to forgive. How do you forgive your spouse? Now, I use myself as an instance. I told you I'm a married woman. Most times, we have what we call misunderstanding over some issues. I disagree or he agree. And most times, we are like, okay, today, I'm not going to talk with you because you are not agreeing on what I want you to do. Or he said, okay, I'm not talking to you today because you are not agreeing on what I want you to do. Now, the point is this. In this medium, what do you do? Do you keep having rancor in your mind? Do you keep bearing grudges? Do you keep becoming annoyed or angry because your spouse refused to say, darling, I am sorry? Now, Bible told us in the book of 1 Peter, I am reading from the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7b. It says that we should forgive one another or our prayers should be hindered. Now, the Bible has encouraged you, the Bible has admonished you that whenever your spouse offend you, or whenever you offended your spouse, that you don't need to keep bearing grudges. You don't need to keep having rancor in your mind, saying, I'm not going to forgive him, to hell with him. I'm keeping these grudges to eternity, or maybe the way you want it. No, you have to put it to a stop. You have to forgive, because the Bible has told you and I that if you don't forgive, or if I don't forgive, that my prayers or your prayers as partners will be hindered. Now, this morning, I want to encourage my listeners that the Bible is strongly encouraging us that we have to forgive. Now, because the Bible has said so, I want also to let my viewers to know there are certain things that will hinder us when we don't forgive. Now, think of this. You are living in a house with your husband, and you people are sharing one apartment. Now, do you think that when you are bearing rancor, when you are bearing grudges against your husband, how do you feel? Let me be sincere. For me, if I'm having grudges against my husband, I don't feel peaceful. I feel restless because there is no peace in my mind. I'm using myself here because I'm practical now. I'm using myself as an instance. So each time I have some misunderstanding with my husband, I am not forgiving him. I'm bearing it as a grudge. It is so heavy in my heart. I don't have peace of mind. Now, the Bible is also telling us that when you forgive, there is what I call free flow of peace. What do I mean by that? If you forgive your spouse, you'll be peaceful. If you forgive your spouse, there will be progress. If you forgive your spouse, your prayers will be answered. If you forgive your spouse, you will be joyful. Now, these are the reasons why you should forgive your spouse. Now, if you don't forgive your spouse, you now see that you will be restless. You now see that you will not be having joy. Again, is that whatever prayers you made before God will never be answered. Remember, there was a place in the Bible, Jesus was talking to his disciples that we have to forgive our offenders as 70 times as possible. Now, is it possible that your spouse will offend you 70 times? My dear brother or my dear sister, I don't think it is so. That your spouse will keep offending you to 7 times. No, it is not easy. It is not possible. But Jesus is there telling us that no matter the gravity of offenses that one has offended you, or no matter how big the offense is, that the point here is this, that you have to forgive. Forgive from your heart so that you will have a free flow of mind. Forgive from your heart so that your prayers, so that whenever you come before God, you also have a free mind. And remember that if you don't forgive, God wouldn't forgive you. This is what the Bible says. So now, know it now that when you are forgiving your husband, or when you are forgiving your wife, God is also forgiving your sin. Even when you didn't mention such sin, because God knows that you have forgiven whomsoever that has offended you. Now, God will also forgive you. So this morning, I just want to drop into the ears of my viewers that my topic says this morning, should I forgive my spouse? And my answer is, in capital letter, yes, you need to, so that you will live freely, so that you will enjoy your marriage, so that whenever you come together as husband and wife, your prayers will be answered. So this morning, I'm just encouraging you, I'm just advising you, no matter the gravity of the offenses, your husband, you might say, but he has been offending me oftentimes. He has been doing so many things that I don't know how to bear it. I want to let you know this morning, you have to lay it off. Lay it off, my sister. Lay it off, my brother, so that you will have peace of mind, so that you will enjoy your marriage. So this is my encouragement this morning to you. So as you think of this, as you work on this as a principle in your marriage, God will bless you. God will do you good. Remember, I'm your regular host, Precious Chidebere. Do have a lovely day, and God bless you.